Hello everyone, welcome back to our study of mind rubrics. So this is our last rubric with related to the alphabet A from Kent's repertory, and the rubric is aversion approached to being. Okay, so when I first read this rubric I felt, yeah, this seems a very simple rubric. No, there's nothing to explain here. I don't like someone coming near to me or somebody approaching me. But what interested me and why I felt maybe we should look into this rubric is because after reading this rubric I felt for sure the topmost remedy in this rubric will be arnica, no, approach to being. And when I see there is no arnica, forget topmost, there is no arnica in this rubric. And then I feel maybe because arnica's main symptom is fear of being approached. And this is aversion to being approached. Maybe because of that, arnica is not given in this rubric by Kent. But after reading the various remedies that are given in this rubric, what comes to mind, or what we can see as a common pattern that is coming up in all these remedies, I feel that is why maybe that is what this rubric means, is that in all of those remedies there is this indolence. No, I don't want to work, I feel too tired, I don't want to work anymore, either because of many reasons. Each remedy has a different reasons of why they don't want to work, why they don't want someone to come and tell them to do this, to do that. No, don't come and tell me to do this or that. I just want to now, be myself, just be. Don't tell me to do this, or I don't have a desire to do this work or that work. Mainly work and not wanting to work is something that has come up commonly. So that's one observation. So this is what aversion means, dislike. I am not interested, or I am disinclined to work now. I don't want to work. No, no, bus. No. So, approached meaning any work coming near me, come near me, nearer to me. I don't want anything to come near to me, just away. Hmm? Uh, Fear of being approached. I have talked about why I chose this rubric, and this is what has come up commonly in the various remedies. So let us look at those remedies. What are the remedies in this rubric? The topmost remedy is iodum, right? And all of us associate iodum with lean, thin, emaciated people who always feel hungry, who feel hungry even after eating. They just go on eating. It is a thyroid remedy, hyperthyroidism, trembling, no, very weak, emaciated, dwindling of breasts. These are all common symptoms of iodum that we are familiar with. What is also important in iodum is this intense hyperactivity, like the hyperthyroid in the body, with increased hunger and trembling and dwindling and emaciation even after eating so much, is seen also in the mind, that the patient is constantly hyperactive and hyper, doing, continuously doing activity. So I remember one patient who received the remedy iodum. His history was that he pursued many careers. No, he wanted to really excel in some particular career. He wanted to become something in aviation, some pilot or something. I don't remember the exact thing that he wanted to become, and he really studied hard and worked, and he cracked the exam. He did well, and then it didn't go so good for him. He could not get the job, so he started doing something else. He started earning a lot of money over there. So then, after he earned so much of money, his mother said, okay, I brought you up, I spent so much money for your education, so you have to now pay me back. So this whatever money you have earned, no, that you have to give me. This is my money. And he felt that, how can a mother who already has a lot of money is asking for my money, where I am just mm, just developing, just growing. I have earned a little bit good amount of money, but she's trying to take that away. And and she's the mother. How could she do this? Mother, how can a mother do this to her children? And he felt very, very let down by this behavior of his mother, because she was not even affectionate. She was not even like, she didn't ask the money in a very good faith. She just, it was like an order, you have to do this, no. He felt, at least what I expected is some affection from her, and she was too hostile. How you will not give, you have to give. She was very rude. So this led to the feeling of, I have nobody in my life, I have to do everything on my own, I have to keep working. So he started working double. He started working not one job, he started working two jobs. In fact, at one point he started taking three. And he also was doing some business. So much of activity, doing this, doing this, doing this, doing this, and all this. He would do some kind of creative thing. So everybody is doing, giving milk, so I will give milk in this form, in this packet. I will give such unique services. So he was very, very thinking innovative ideas to make his business run and do multiple businesses. So, and constantly active, constantly doing one thing after one job, another after another after another. In fact, he said, I didn't have even time to eat. I used to eat only while I used to drive my car. So this is iodum, that it is a halogen, so it feels let down, betrayed, and hostile by the very person who you depend on, and that person only is hostile to you, is letting you down. So then iodum becomes hyperactive, constantly active, 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 active. And then it becomes completely inactive. No activity. Now I don't want any activity. Now I am completely burnt out. Now I cannot do any activity. I am completely exhausted. No energy is left in me. Everything is over. So now don't come near me. Don't approach me. Just go away. I don't want to see anybody. This is iodum. Next remedy is Aurum metallicum. Now, Aurum met also feels at some point that I don't want to meet anybody, I don't want people coming near me, I don't want to look or work anymore. And this happens to Aurum met after he has faced a failure, or he feels that he has done something that is not right, and that is wrong, and he is very conscientious. Ormet is very conscientious. He feels that he has not done his duty properly, and because he has not done his duty properly, others are suffering. And because others are suffering, and because I have lost the confidence or the faith of my friends or my colleagues or my family, now there is no use of me living. I have failed them. So this is aurum metallicum, the failure. They cannot take failure. They take up a job, they do it very sincerely, they work very hard for it, they put in hours long hours for months, days, years to make sure that the thing happens. And if after all these things don't happen, then Aurum completely collapses and he feels it is better that I die rather than have all this sadness and depression that people have now been have lost confidence in my leadership and in my work, and I have not lived up to their expectations, so I better die now. There's no worth, or there is no use of me living. I'm just worthless. Why am I even alive? Huh? So that is aurum metallicum. But one more important thing of aurum met is or it is a common theme of sixth row of the periodic table is, see, first remedy in the sixth row is Baraita carb. And Baraita carb, all of us know, is dull, stupid, idiotic, huh? Defective development, delayed milestones, right? Or another rubric of Baraita carb is delusion, legs have been cut off. So from all these delayed milestones, legs have been cut out, not matured mentally. Baraita Carb has this feeling of handicapped. I'm handicapped. This is very, very classical feeling of this whole row, the sixth row of the periodic table. The one of the first expressions, in fact, the characteristic expression of row six is I feel handicapped. So recently I saw a case of a man who said that the most stressful event in my life was when my son left the family and he married another girl, and it was a love marriage and not an arranged marriage against the family. And I felt I did so much to bring him to this position, mm, help him complete his engineering so that he could stand up on his own legs. And now when I felt he will support me and I will benefit by him taking up the responsibility of the family, he has now left us. And I feel handicapped. I feel like, one of my arm has been broken. I have to now work with only one hand. Hmm? This is very, very common expression of aurum, of row 6. It will also be seen in aurum that I am handicapped or in some form, and also in aurum met or other remedies also. If you read carefully the physicals of row 6, you will see this delayed or um, some developmental problem. So like aurum metallicum has uh, the testicles are very small or undescended or shrunken. They don't develop. It's written in Allen's keynote, pinning boys, pinning boys who are not confident, who just are in one corner, etc. So that is aurum metallicum. The next remedy is Cajuputum. Cajuputum is a rare remedy, not very well known to us. And what is important, the most important symptom of Cajuputum is this sensation of enlargement, huge. Like, the tongue is too huge in my mouth that it chokes my throat, that I cannot eat, or the nose is too big, or the throat has enlarged. This enlarged sensation is very commonly seen in Cajuputum. Along some other remedies are Bovista, which has this enlarged sensation. So in Cajuputum also you see this enlarged sensation, and along with that, this Cajuputum has dullness of mind, and because he is dull and because he is not able to assimilate things, he feels I don't want anyone to come near me, just leave me alone. And he just wants to be alone, but he desires company, that someone is present in the room, like Lycopodium. And another important symptom of Cajuputum is is this feeling that I want to walk in a very dignified, straight manner. Hmm? That is another symptom of Cajuputum. Next remedy is Helleborus. Helleborus is dull, stupid, slow. The mind is dulled, stupid, slowed down. Senses are slowed down, so they cannot react to things fast. They feel very dulled, so they don't want to indulge themselves into studies or any work. No, I don't want to indulge myself. The mind is too dull, and it's too heavy for me to do all this work, so I want to just not do anything, stay away. Next remedy is Helonias. Now Helonias has ailments from what you say, indolence and luxury. You know, like you are sitting and living a luxurious life, and your muscles have become very lax and very what you say, mm, no tone to the muscle. They've become lax, and it starts prolapsing. Everything starts prolapsing. So it's the same remedy from Lilium tick family. Prolapse and all that, weakness of muscles and laxity of muscles. So it's become very lax, and they don't want to do. They just want to rest. They feel they can't do anything. But what is very characteristic in Helonias is, if they start working, if they start becoming busy, then they feel better. If I am busy, I am better. If I am working, I don't feel any symptoms. I am absolutely okay if I am busy. This is very characteristic of Helonias. Very lax muscles. But another causative factor of Helonias is this, that they feel that their body is exhausted because they have overexerted or done too much of physical activity. So you see, too much activity or no activity. This is what Helonias is. Very dull, indolent, living very luxurious life, and then hyperactivity. Or you see very hyperactive physical exertion, and ekdam worn out, and because of that worn out, the muscles have become lax. But the main symptom here is they are better by exertion, by being busy. Hmm? The next remedy is Hippomanes. Hippomanes is a remedy prepared from most probably horse. Yeah, most probably. I'm not sure. It's a mammal. I didn't get a lot of information. The only information I got was from Dr. Sankaran's Soul of Remedies, where he writes about this remedy, and in that he narrates a case of um, a man who is very sexually active, and he talks about his sexuality in a very open, shameless manner. And he tells that during his childhood he was very aggressive and used to get into a lot of fights and arguments. But after one of his relatives saw him getting so aggressive and having fights, hit him so badly that he became black and blue, and since then he just stopped having all these fights, and now he is very reserved and does not get into fights. And now, even though his wife fights with him, he is not able to fight back. So it's like this is a slightly common feature for mammals, where you see that when I have been abused, when I have been hit, when I have been hit very badly, black and blue, or when I was hit so badly that I urinated in front of everybody, or I was hit so badly that I was stripped naked in front of everybody, and it was so embarrassing and so demoralizing. This is very important causative factor for all mammal remedies. When I was hit so badly, abused so badly, that it was demoralizing for me. I just didn't have the courage again to come out of that incident. They just don't come out of that incident, and that really, you know, they become very reserved like this. So that is Hippomanes. Hmm? And this reserve, then they don't want to work, nothing I want to do, just be myself, leave me alone. Lilium tick, like Helonias, busy, always busy, wanting to be busy, but busy fruitlessly, without any intention. Hmm? Another important symptom of Lilium tick is that they are busy, hyperactive, because they are very anxious. They feel something bad is going to happen, that they are going to have some big disease, some incurable disease. So, what should I do? Oh, what is happening to me? And they feel something wrong. They feel that they may say something wrong, or they may utter something wrong, and it may hurt people, it may do something. So I don't want to talk, or in fact I am thinking I don't want to talk, and then I talk something which I don't want to, and then things get complicated. Oh, what should I do? Should I talk? Should I not talk? If I don't talk, then people say I'm not being social. If I start talking, I feel I say something that people don't like me anymore, and I can't be social. So what should I? Should I talk? Should I not talk? Too many thoughts. Too much is happening. I just want to calm down and be normal. Too much is happening. I don't know what's happening to me. I just feel I constantly want to do something or the other. So then I try to get into religious things. I start praying God to God, save me, help me, and then I feel okay now. It will calm me down. But then I get all these sexual thoughts also. What should I do? Hmm? So I don't want to do anything. I feel I better just sit, not do anything. That is Lilium tick. The next remedy is Lycopodium. Now, Lycopodium, all of us know, is wanting for power and wanting to grow up. But then, when they see that they are not able to grow up to the power, then they start to become very dull. And one more thing, when Lycopodium becomes dull, is when they are alone. Lycopodium has fear of being alone. Lot of fear of being. I cannot work alone. I cannot stay alone. I need my family with me. I miss my family. If I have my family, then I am able to work, or else I feel very lonely. I don't want to do anything. I just all the compulsory work of the office I do. Or if their position or power is being lost, then Lycopodium feels I don't want to do it. Next remedy is sulfur. Sulfur, we all know, is egoistic and proud and wants appreciation and philosopher, etc. So when their philosophy is going, it's all intellectual work, but physically no work, just dull, sitting, ragged philosopher. All work is in imagination, thoughts, philosophy. This I will do, that I will do, this will happen, that will happen. But on ground, nothing is happening. So that is sulfur. Hmm? So that is what I have for this rubric. I hope you learned something from this, and I wish to see you all again very soon. Look forward for your feedback and suggestions. Thank you all. See you soon. Bye bye.